pretty happy with the way they worked today. So I feel pretty good about it.
You had a couple of unhappy campers.
It's okay. I'm happy. That's all that matters right now. I'm happy.
This is the home stretch for this particular season. Is there anything in specific you're looking for the last 29 or 30 games?
Well, I mean, if you look at both ends of the floor, defensively, we still got to continue to improve on that end. Offensively, it's the same thing. It's just, certain areas that we want to get better at. Defensively, obviously, in the pick and roll game, we want to get better. Individual defense has to get better. Offensively, you got to do a better job of moving the ball and setting screens. So those are the things that we're kind of emphasizing right now.
Byron, are you the kind of coach that talks to players about trade rumors? Because guys, they just come up and trade names. You talk to players about that?
No.
Let them deal with it on their own?
No, I kind of let them deal with it on their own because everybody has a different way of dealing with it. So me as a coach coming and talking to them about it, I think that puts added pressure on it. I just try to go by every day as normal. You're hearing until you're not here, basically. So I don't bring it up, stuff that I hear or read, and I don't talk to them about it unless they ask me about it.
Have any guys asked you about it?
No, we messed with Jay Hill a little bit and told him Mitch wanted to see him, but other than that,
You didn't say what he was for?
yeah, we just said Mitch wants to see you. And he started walking like, what's wrong? What's up? And then we just started laughing. So other than that, we just try to have fun with it.
Byron, you talk to Mitch pretty much every day. Do you have a sense of if you'll be getting a new player or not, or how this team will look in the next few days?
I haven't talked to Mitch since the first time I talked to Mitch since the break started was this morning before our practice, and I just said hello, stuck my head in, said hello to him, and then came out here and got to work. So we haven't talked about anything as far as trade rumors or anything like that.
So there's no indication that you guys could be interested in making a move?
You have to talk to Mitch. That's not my job. My job is to get these guys ready for the second half or these last 30 games. His job obviously is try to make us better. So I'm sure he's probably getting phone calls and making phone calls. But I don't talk to him unless he's ready to talk to me about certain things that are going on. And then other than that, I look at every day as the same. Just go about my business and get these guys ready.
Byron, do you just have a general sense that feelings you want to still protect that financial flexibility you guys have and some of the draft picks and that sort of thing?
Again, I'm that's all up to Mitch. I know him and Jim are talking about all that. I don't get involved in that until they bring me into it. So unless there's a player that they're talking about and they say, B, we need to talk to you. This is what's going on. I don't get involved. I don't ask them about it, and I don't discuss it with them or the players. Like I said, I come out here and get ready for practice.
Jordan Hill and Nick Young both have injuries before the break. How did they look today?
Which one you said, Jordan Hill and?
Nick Young.
Both look good today. Both was a little winded. They had some time off. Obviously because of injuries. But Jordan, he ran up and down the floor pretty well today. I think he'll probably be a little bit sore tomorrow. So tomorrow will be a little bit easier, and we'll have to see how he feels tomorrow morning. And the same with Nick. But I thought both of them didn't show any ill effects, of the injury, prior to the All-Star weekend. So I think that's a good sign.
At the end there, Jordan looked like he was pretty winded. Was that soreness or was that conditioning?
Probably a little bit of both. Probably a little bit of both. He's been out for a couple of weeks. You take the first game of that road trip, and then the All-Star week being as long as it was this year. So he hasn't really done a whole lot in the last 2 weeks. He had to let that thing heal. But the last couple of days, came in here and got a little light workout in. But it's nothing like what we did today.
When a player says you can't break me, it seems like he's throwing the gauntlet down to you.
He apologized too real quickly. When I told him you want to test me. He said, no, you got it. So, I think he understands where I'm coming from.
How's Wayne doing?
Wayne is sick. I just talked to Gary earlier before we got into practice, and he just said he wouldn't be here today. We'll see how he feels tomorrow.
Do you expect to have everybody available on Friday?
I expect, and that being Wayne included.
Down this home stretch, how much do you got to work on between years because of clearly where this team is?
With the players, you mean?
Yes, sir.
That hasn't been a problem so far, so I don't think it will be a problem. Our guys have been playing and playing hard every single night, so I don't see that changing, to be honest with you. And to be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to let that change. I'm going to keep, pressuring these guys and pushing these guys to be the very best they can be. And how many games we win from this point on, that's kind of irrelevant. We want to continue to go out there and just continue to be competitive every single night.
Do you anticipate any more lineup changes?
Jim, I do, to be honest with you. I mean, with 29 left, probably with about 25 left, or maybe a little bit less than that, I'll probably make another lineup change just to give some other guys some some time to just go out there and show what they can do as well. So I do expect probably one more, at least, lineup change.
So a lot of these guys are not only playing for this year, but playing for next year as well.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. I mean, still the good thing about the guys that we have, they're still auditioning for us and other teams as well. So you got to go out there and play hard because, if a coach calls me and asks me about a guy, I'm not going to lie to him. If he's not a guy that goes out there and competes every night, no matter what your record is, then that's what I have to tell those guys too. So I want guys like we have that are competing every single night, and whatever happens after that happens.
What lineup changes are you considering?
I'll tell you when I'm about to make it.
Fair enough. An hour before tip-off.
Yeah, 35, 40 minutes, somewhere in there.
That was the most time these guys have had off this year. Did they come back with any type of different attitude or change how they approach things out here?
I don't know. That remains to be seen. But I did notice that 30 minutes before practice, pretty much everybody was out here. So obviously guys miss being on the floor. They miss playing basketball, and this is again their safe haven. So when you had this game and it's taken away from you for a little while, you do tend to come back to it a little quicker. So I was happy to see that guys were all on the floor way before the regular time of practice was starting,
Nick Young?
including Nick Young.